Okay, I believe we can start now. I see people progressively connecting, but I can already welcome everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. My name is Benoît Olivier. I'm Public Affairs Director at INA, and I will be hosting today's webinar dedicated to the lessons learned from the cyber attack on Slovenia's civil protection system that was in 2022. And I'm delighted to welcome Boštjan Taučar, joining us from under the water, as I can see from your background screen. You are Head of Information Security at the Administration of the Republic of Slovenia for Civil Protection and Disaster Relief. And you will tell us a bit later during this webinar about the cyber attack that your administration suffered from in August 2022, where the information system was affected, so not the regular 112 traffic, but the whole intervention reporting system. So I think it's really great to hear from your experience, and I guess we can all benefit from that. So thank you so much for being here today and sharing the lessons learned. I believe there's a lot to learn. Just a few things before we start. So first of all, we are using Zoom. So if you're not fully sure to understand everything that we're saying in English, you can always display real-time subtitles in your language. It's done automatically, so there's no professional behind that. So there might be a few hiccups, but that may allow you to follow better if needed. So just follow what is on the screen, and you will see how to activate the captions. Next point. Yeah, there's a possibility to ask questions to Boštjan at the end of his presentations. I'm pretty sure you'll have things to ask, so you can type this question in the box called Q&A or something similar in your language if you're using Zoom in another language. So you can type the question, and I will be reading it to Boštjan after his presentation. One additional thing, just to mention that this webinar is being recorded, and we will be sharing the recording after this call. Thank you very much, Boštjan, for joining us, and thank you also to the participants. Who were about 45 to 50 people registered yesterday, perhaps a bit more today, and I see that people are now progressively connecting. We're now 23 people in the room. That will increase in the next 10 minutes, I believe. This is it for me. So, Boštjan, now the floor is yours.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to represent our experience about cyber attack. Just a moment. Okay. In the last 2 years, we have a lot of cyber attacks in Republic of Slovenia. And of course, we have some large-scale cyber attacks. First was in the beginning of the year 22. It was a large-scale cyber attack on one of our private TV. And in this attack was really hard because the attackers locked all informations in this POP TV and also stole a lot of personal data. The second one in this year was cyber attack on our administration. I will say something about that in the next slides. Then we have a cyber attack on Ministry for Foreign and European Affairs on 7 April 2023. And details about these attacks are mostly classified. Also, we have in this year, 2023, a cyber attack on University of Ljubljana. and we don't have a lot of information about this attack, but nothing special was happened. In the November of 2023, a cyber attack was carried to Slovenia Power Plant Holding. This was also a typical ransomware attack, and the attacker was attacker group Roshida. In the beginning of the 2024, we have one incident. Someone with pseudonym Winty on the website Breach Forum published some information related to calls to 112. But this was nothing special because it was not a typical ransomware attack, but just one in Slovenia stole some information and wanted to publish it in the Breach Forum. The similar happens also newspaper Večer, when someone published some information also in Breach Forum. In the spring of 2024, we have a lot of denial of service attacks on the websites, on the state administration, and some companies. And the last one was in October 2024, a large-scale cyber attack with Babuk ransomware was carried to the University of Maribor. This is one example how published stolen data look like. In the case of cyber attack to Pop TV, the attacker stole a lot of these informations. One Excel table have more than 21,000 personal data, and these informations are still in the dark side. So this is not very well. The ransomware attack as a service is slightly different than classical ransomware attack, because in the classical ransomware attack you have an attacker and the witness. In case of the ransomware as a service, you have the operator of the ransomware, and you have one kind of filial. So someone can solve this ransomware for, I don't know, for $300, $400, and you can make an attack. In our case, of course, the ransomware attack was also attack as a service. This is a typical flow of the attack. So the attacker have to collect credentials, and then when they have a credentials, then the attack can how can I say, they can make an attack. So first is how to collect the credentials. One of the most technique to collecting the credential is phishing. You can collect the credential from phishing posts and so on. In Slovenian case, the first contact with the attacker was 24 of the 7 months, when the attacker try if the stolen credential is valid. And the attack was now the attack was 16 and 17 August. Okay, some facts about the cyber attack on our administration. The cyber attack was carried out to the night of the 16 to 17 August to 2022. Tracy showed that the attacker entered to the information system on July 24, 2022. The attack used again the ransomware as a service operated by the hacker group known the pseudonym Quillin. Only part of the administration information system of our administration was directly affected by the attack. Only part of the administration information system. The attacker didn't not directly affect any PSAP that receive emergency calls on 112 number, the regional branches and the training center. Also, no official document was lost, stolen, or otherwise damaged or disclosed to the public. Also, no personal data collected was on the attack. Also, none of our public available online services were not attacked or used for attack. The attacker used 2 user accounts and passwords, probably stolen for one of the civilian servant of our administration, to enter the information network. This is typically what you will see when the attack is finished. You will find one information, what's happened, and you will also see some locked files. For example, the first one is the information of the attack. And in information of the attack, you can see the information to what's happened. You can see the web link to the darknet forum. And of course, the attacker leave you the login and the password to connect this forum. This is the negotiation portal. In this portal, you have few possibilities. First is that you can see the price. This is the price for the keys to unlock locked files. The second one is negotiation forum, so you can say something or you can talk with the attacker. And of course, you can see that you have also the possibilities to pay the ransom. So if you want, you can pay the ransom. In our case, we didn't pay any ransom because we don't lose any informations. This is the Quillin Hackers Group forum. So if hackers stole some information, then this information is published in this forum. In our case, you will not find any information about our attack in Quillin forum because the attack was not successful, actually, because they didn't stole any our data. For example, in this case, you can see the one information about the attack to the Serbian electro power industry. We also collect some information about the Quillin Hacker Group. I was also a contact with this group. The Quillin Hacker Groups comes from Russian federations, and they have a very good ransomware as a service tools. They have a very interesting business model because just a moment. If you have a deal with Quillin, then you will collect 80% of all ransom, and the 20% of this ransom will collect Quillin. This is very good, very interesting financial model. The first information about this group was published on the dark net in the end of May 2002. Someone under the pseudonym Heise offers ransomwares that can be adopted to the victim hardware, and the way you can fully only so in the way that you can encrypt files even if you have not such capabilities on your servers. So Quillin actually prepare his ransomware for all victims. So if you have weakness servers, then the ransomware will be different if you have stronger servers. The first information about the Quillin hacking groups was actually published in the August 25, 2002 in Trend Micro, just 10 days after the attacks of our administration. This is the first information about the Quillin hacker group. You can see the Heise information on one of the darknet forum. Okay. This is a dashboard of the hacking software. So if you pay about 30 to not 30, $300 to $500, the Quillin give you the access to this dashboard, and you have a lot of possibilities. This is the most important part of this dashboard. So you have the software for hacking the Windows or the Linux servers. Okay, after the attack, we collect a lot of information about what's happened. We made big an analysis of this information, and I will shortly show you what's exactly happened. In the 16th August, about 14 hours, the attacker first tried to log on to Active Directory servers, and they was not successful because they try a lot of passwords, and they need a lot of time to actually come in our server. So we collect 13-fold AD login attempts. In this period, attacker tried various typical passwords like AD, like administrator, and so on. So what's important? Important is that attacker didn't have administrative password for our server. And this is very important because the attack was not successful because the attacker in the end don't have enough time to do everything as he want. The first success login on our Active Directory servers was in 23 hours. As you can see, the attacker also changed the privileges of one account. This account was SSL admin, and this account then attacker used to do to attack another servers. Another important thing is you can see the workstation name from what the attack was launched. This was workstation desktop 14 RFGPH. Okay, we also made some analysis of the other servers. You can see the attacker prepared his attack on the way that first prepare one of our servers to be a connect servers for the other operations. And this our servers was SharePoint server. The attacker was succeed the 3rd of August to connect this server as one kind of the relay server. Also, we can see that in all servers which was attacked, the attacker was successful disabled antivirus programs. So antivirus program is not really useful in these cases because in all ransomware attacks you can see that attacker was incapability to disable these antivirus programs. This is one example of PowerShell scripts. The attacker have a PowerShell scripts, and these PowerShell scripts will do some things on our servers. For example, this is one PowerShell script which have very interesting information. In this interesting information is the connection to the one website, and this is this website, newslimit.com. I don't know exactly what was in this website, but this website was was after this attack blockaded. Okay. Another important thing is that the attacker used system BC. This is a system to communicate with one of the RAT servers, and this RAT server was in France. And this communication was used to upgrade malicious programs on our servers. The analysis of the system logs entries shows shows what happens in these days, and the important days was 3rd and the 4th August, and of course 16 and the 17 August. You can see a lot of changes on system logs and the other and registries and so on. So if you analyze what the numbers of records, then you can see that something happens on your system. In this record, you can see important information about the attackers. So attackers used SSL admin credential. You can see also the desktop one for RFGFA and other informations. Okay. The chronology is very, very interesting because the first information about this ransomware was published on the darknet 29 May 2002. And the first usage of this ransomware was only 56 days after that in our network. Another interesting thing is that Slovenia is not included in the statistic of the Quilin attacks because, as I said, this attack was not successful. Now, what we know now, we know that the Quilin was a provider of the ransomware software. We don't know who actually used this software to attack our administration, and we know who was a victim, of course, our administration. I will say something about the media reporting about the attack. I don't know what's experience in your countries, but in Slovenian country about these attacks, we don't have a good experience with media because most of the media spread not just exact informations about the attack. Also, if official information is very, it was not also good. This is one example in one of the internal reports about our attack was that we have 95 potential problems in our websites, and in the media was information that we have 950 potential problems. So journalists have a possibility to prove this information because this information is all public. If you go to the Shodan service, you can see that actually in this time we have just 4 potential security holes, not 95, but just 4. Of course, you can find there also 55 potential security holes, but only in one server, which was not in our network. Also, you can find another bombastic headlines in our media about the another attack. So we don't have a nice experience with Slovenian media about the ransomware attacks. This is shortly for me. If you have some questions, I will ask you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bostian. Was very interesting. It's great you could share all of this. It's good also you had all this research after. So just to remind everyone that it's possible to ask questions in the Q&A box. It's in the options on the bottom side of the screen. Until then, perhaps can you tell us perhaps some or like highlight some key lessons learned or key recommendations for the authorities to kind of prevent such problems in the future?
Some recommendations.
Yes.
Maybe the very important recommendation is that you have to communicate with media very exactly, and it's very important that you give media the right informations. If you don't give media any information, that media will try to collect informations in the wrong sites.
Mhm.
This is the first, and the second very important thing is when was happened this in Slovenia, we have very early right information what's exactly happened, because our administrator needs only 2 hours to find all these connections, especially where attackers come in our network. And this was very important because if you know what's happened, then you know what you have to do.
Yeah.
For the first, these two things is very important for me.
Okay. Indeed. Yeah. And so I see Irache Gomez Susaita from Eviden has a question, which is exactly the question I was about to ask actually. So I'm going to read the question from Irache. Has your country changed the cybersecurity strategy due to these attacks?
Yeah, but not just for this attack, but we change it because the information security is, or information, not security, but the information cyber war is our reality. So we change a lot of things. The first thing is that we have much more strongly how can I say, we change something about our servers, about our VPN VPN inputs and so on, because now it's very important that you have a very important thing is that administrators, especially server administrators, have some experience how to do this, how to do that, but now this experience was have to be changed, and this is the huge problem, because for the most of server administrators, the guys who bring for cybersecurity are bad guys. You know what I want to say.
Yeah.
And all about information systems, and this was very changed in these 2 years, not just for attack, but generally in everything.
Yes, I believe it's a whole mindset that changes once you're affected. I have also another question myself is when the cyber attack was ongoing or had happened on your administration, I believe There was also some services that were, or like some programs that could not be used, etc. How was the impact on the personnel in your organization? I guess there was additional stress, or perhaps also in the times after, some like that they had to be more careful in doing anything. Or...
Yeah, no, actually, our centers was not directly affected by the attack. Lucky. And we also have different scenarios how these centers can work in these cases, not just in cases of cyber attack, but also in cases if something wrong in the information infrastructure. So all our centers go to the backup scenario because we have to disconnect all information network. This is normal procedure. Okay, the big problems was with our administrators because they was in the stress. It's normal, especially the problem was when this media start to publish such informations about the attack.
Mhm.
But we solved all problems because this was happened in Wednesday, and
Yeah.
in Monday everything was okay.
Okay. All right. So I don't see any more question in the question box. I still have 10 seconds to write if there's any. Yes, I see one question from Irache Gomez again from Eviden. Do you have any way of discussing this with other countries?
Um, we discussing this with this CERT administrations, not in Slovenia just, but we also discussed with French colleagues and so on in this time because the French colleagues send informations about this RAT server. So in French, all informations about this ransomware was sent from French to Slovenia and the
Okay.
opposite.
Okay. Just for
So,
everyone, perhaps we can say that CERT
yeah, yeah,
is the emergency response teams on cyber
yes.
attack.
But when we collect informations of the data transfer, we recognize that no our documents was collected by the attacker.
Okay. Okay. Any more question to Bastian? All right. I don't see any. So I guess with this we can close this webinar. Thank you so much, Bastian, for sharing this information. Hvala lepa.
Thank you.
And the recording of this webinar will be made available very soon. You can also check on our website. So if you go to ina.org/webinar, you can check the recording of any previous webinar and also the additional ones coming. There is one coming very soon, so you can check that on our website. Also, for those who haven't done it, you can also register to our conference and check the overview of the program on inaconference.org. Thank you very much to everyone who attended, and thank you especially to Bastian, also to my colleague Tana, who is the one behind the Ina host one who arranged all the logistics. Thank you and have a good day.
Yes, thank you for my side. Also, if anyone have any question, you can contact me, or if you have some problems, some attacks, and so on, you also can contact me, and I maybe will give you some good information. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably very helpful for many. So thank you, Bastian. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.